Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape From Tarkov video. Today I'm going to touch on very briefly and quickly about the Halloween event, the finish date, and a little bit of the new arena patch. So without further ado, let's crack straight into it. Alright, so starting off with the hardcore event that's been going on since 31st of October. So the announcement of the end of the event is on November the 11th, which is Remembrance Day for the Australians or Armistice Day for other places in the world, marking the end of World War I. And it's at 9 a.m. GMT. So that is depending on where you are, brightness warning, Eastern time, it's 4 a.m. on the 11th, 8 p.m. in Sydney, or if you're on Pacific time, it'll be 1 a.m. on the 11th. So early morning otherwise, but yeah, the 11th, end of the event, you will no longer be able to get the achievement. So the event achievements task will not be available for attaining and completing once the event is over. There are 2 achievements. If you're interested in getting one or both of them, I'll have a link to my task guide down below where it runs you through how to get the achievements and if you want to get both. There's also a custom event hideout design where it's got like jack-o'-lanterns and stuff around the hideout. They'll no longer be available. Oh, you won't be able to select that. And also the pumpkins with the treats will no longer spawn on locations. If you are interested in getting those pumpkins, they spawn in the mass on ground 0 in the restaurant looking thing. I can normally get like 5 or 6 a raid. And if you actually wish list certain items, for example, graphics cards, LEDXs, and that when you pick them up, it'll tell you if it has a graphics card or a LEDX in there. They also have fuel conditioners in there as well. If you're stuck on those for quests, it can be quite handy. Also, once you have completed the actual achievements, they have been doing daily quests. In the past, the way it kind of worked is as long as you got 1 kill, you would get completion for that quest after they take it away. However, for today's quest, they actually removed all the quests from previous days. So it's no longer in the task guide. So if you have partially completed, you will not be able to finish them. And if you want to, get the today's one done, you can still get the factory quest done, but there are no new ones currently for the next day. As for the rolling map, Lighthouse, Shoreline, Reserve, and Woods no longer have zombies. Scavs will not attack you in these locations. So if you have quests for these locations, you can be running through those and getting your quest done. Scavs will not engage you or the bosses until you at least engage a scav or boss. Something to note, goons will still engage you on site, but the rogues on Lighthouse will not engage you until you have activated and fought one. If you do that, they will be hostile to you for multiple raids. And it is saying factory and customs currently have reduced zombies. It would be my guess that tomorrow Interchange will actually have the reduction in zombies and more scavs still there, and factory and customs will be completely gone. And they'll save these last 3 being labs, ground 0, and streets because they're required for the achievement. They'll keep the zombies there till the very last minute. It would be my guess at least. Also yesterday they did a patch for the arena game mode. If you're interested in arena, they added a new location called Fort. I'm just going to give you the short and nasty for this, for the major points. But one of the other things they did work on is a new game mode. It kind of is like capture the point, and there's a ticket that counts down if you got more points, and also kills reduce the tickets. You've seen that kind of game mode in multiple other games. They also did fixes towards the task synchronization when you're doing the tasks that are crossing over between ref and in arena and Escape From Tarkov. So that is apparently being fixed, or at least some of the fixes. Clothing goes back and forth now. You can actually have Ragman selected in arena where you can pick different clothing loadouts in arena. And then the other major one that really makes the biggest difference, I'll put a link down below for all the patch notes, but the major one that is going to affect the main game of Escape From Tarkov is the changes in the cash rewards and experience. They've actually reduced the amount of cash rewards by 15 to 20% depending on what game mode you're playing. And also with the experience, they've actually taken about around 10% off the amount of experience gained by 10 to 20% gained by doing these different game modes. And so you won't be able to level as fast playing arena for Escape From Tarkov, but you'll still be able to level pretty quick. It's obviously reduced your efficiency or your speed by 10 to 20%. Quest will still give the same amount of XP from my understanding. So arena is still going to be a talking point. It is fun to jump in there and slap around, but for me personally, I don't play it very much. But when I did start my latest playthrough with getting the second zombie task for Halloween, I did go from level 1 to 8 in, I think, 4 arena games. By switching through my different class and getting some dailies done, I got a heap of experience points for winning those games. And it jumped me up to level 8, which means I could skip through some of the more boring, tedious, getting the first couple of levels, and got straight into doing multiple tasks at the same time. and it worked out really well. Next wipe, I even still am considering playing Arena for the very first time at the start of the wipe. So therefore I can jump to say level 10 or 15 and then just get into some of the juicier stuff instead of trying to dick around on customs. Anyway, as I said, I was going to keep this one nice and short. So hopefully you guys found this informative. Make sure you like and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Let me know down below if you actually enjoyed the zombie event. I'm having a conversation with Nikita coming up, and I'm going to be reaching out to you guys to get questions and points to bring up with him. Similar to the conversation I did 3 or 4, 5, 6 months ago, and to bring up all the grievances of the community. So look forward to that. It'll probably be sometime in the next 4 weeks. Last but not least, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to keep up to date for the latest Tarkov content. I've got some really cool ideas and things coming up in this channel as well. And over on my Pestily TV channel is all the long format content. So if you enjoy the hardcore series or you want to see a full playthrough in the PvE game mode, go to the Pestily TV channel for that. I do live stream on Twitch every day of the week pretty much. So go down, give me a follow over on Twitch, hit me up, ask me any questions. I'm more than happy to help. So anyway, lastly guys, I'll see you next time.